Good afternoon. I hope that you are well. It is Friday. Woohoo! Yay! How are we all feeling? A cool change has come in. Yesterday was killer. It was very hot, and I think it's actually, I think, hotter inside now than it is outside. That's sort of in that weird humid phase. I hope that you are all well. I wanted to jump on today and just do a very quick 1920s look. I'm going to a 30th and it's a 30th birthday, but it's a farewell as well, and it's a 1920s Great Gatsby night. So this is my wig. I just find it easier to whack a wig on because I have them. Although my hair does usually do what it's told, but I like to use this wig. It's cute. So I've got short hair, I've got a headband, which is, I thought it was here, but I think it's gone somewhere else. I'll find it. I'm going to put this in as well, so it's there. And my gorgeous dress, which is sparkly and beautiful. I love a good sparkly dress. Who doesn't? So this is actually reasonably quick because what I'm doing is I already have makeup on for today. Bit of Mary Kay's, it does stay as you want, but I want to just enhance this look to work for the 1920s theme. So the hair helps, and really you could leave it, you could just whack on some red lips. But 1920s was an interesting time. It was still quite feminine. My eyebrows are probably a bit thick for the 1920s, but we'll elongate them a little bit. And sort of at the start of the 1920s, it was very pale skin, but make sure you had blush and all of that. And then contouring started to come in as well. So I'm just going along the lines that we'll go with what's already on my face because that's the way it's going to go today. So I have CC cream on today, but I'm actually going to put some cream to powder. So this is the Endless Performance cream to powder over the top. I love the finish. It gives a perfect finish, and when it's sort of a bit humid and that as well, you want really good stay. Now this has 12-hour wear, and it really does. I always wear it on stage because I love it, but tonight I'm going to start with Ivory 4, and that's just going to go in the areas that I just want to highlight because that's the lighter color, and I'm just using a sponge. You can use a brush. I just want to make sure it goes in the best, and I find that a damp sponge does that when it's just going over the other. I do love a dress-up party. I mean, it is sort of my life with theatre and everything, but do you like dress-up parties? And do you get full into them? I do. Love it. Hi! Yeah, it's a wig, but I could work it. Have been thinking, should I chop my hair off lately? Just don't know. I do love my long hair as well. So I've just put that Ivory 4 just in the areas that I sort of want to lighten. And now I'm going to go to Beige 2 Endless Performance. So this is a cream to powder. So it goes on, obviously, you can see it's a cream. But it dries with a beautiful velvet powder finish. And that to me is just so beautiful. And it's beautiful in photos. So, you know, I love to use that for the weddings that I do, because it just sits perfectly, it doesn't move. And for those performer folk, the sweat goes over it, not through it, which is really important because you don't need it streaming down your face when you're really hot. So I'm just putting this darker colour in areas to contour. Don't chop my hair. Oh, well, it grows back, but yeah, I get to that scared stage and then I'm like, oh, maybe not. It is very long at the moment. I'm just going to do some deeper colour down here as well, just to elongate my nose a little bit. You could use an even darker colour if you really want to do that. But I don't want to do a lot. So it's not like I don't like what I've got going there. Okay. So that is just to give a really quick over the top foundation and just set it. I almost said set it and forget it. But yeah, just as you can see, gives quite a beautiful finish. It's concealer based as well, so you actually can use it as a concealer. You can see, oh, you probably can't, but there's a mark there that I will just pat a little bit more with my finger over the top, just so it covers it. And that is the beauty of cream to powder, and I just love it because it's so light. It's a beautiful product to use all the time. Alright, so eyes wise, so 1920s, they were quite dramatic at times. You can use, there was big colours, there was sort of this dramatics colours. Kohl pencil came in, so that gave you a nice smokiness to your eyes, and quite dramatic. And of course mascara, because mascara was the thing. So also eyebrows were quite plucked, quite thin and quite long. So what I'm going to do for that, because obviously, well, I love my eyebrows, so I would never pluck them thin, don't do that. But in the case of this, I'm just getting a eyebrow pencil, and I'm just going to elongate this bit so that it gives the effect, because they really did head towards their temple. It was just the look of the time, and you can see that just elongates it a bit more. So it just gives a bit of a dramatic effect. I'm just going to colour them in a little bit. And give them a brush, because you should always brush your eyebrows. You should brush all, like, it does help. So I just elongated them a little bit, as you can see. Just gives them slightly more dramatic effect, but eyebrows were quite arched and thin in that time, but we're not going to get thin because I'm not doing that to my eyebrows. Alright, so what I'm going for tonight, because my dress is like a deep red colour with black sequins, I'm going to go for like a dramatic smoky eye, and then deep sort of red lips, because why not? So I have already got some on. I'm just going to build it up just a little bit, or a bit more would be a better way of terming it. So I'm going to go with Moonstone, which, oh, this is my crappy one, but you can see it's almost finished because it's my favorite. And it's just like a, I just want to fill this in to give it some brightness. So can you see that? And I'm going to go up there as well. So just opening and brightening the eye. I will show you the dress in a minute. Let me just finish that. Alright, so that is highlighter colour. This is the dress. Woo, sparkles. should be good. All right. So I think I've done that about the same. Sometimes I don't do it the same. All right. So next step, I'm just going to deepen it down a bit more with just some hazelnut, because I like just getting in here with that. So I've already actually got a little bit of Granite on as well, which is a smoky brown silvery color. But I'm actually going to go in, so funny, with black, so that it really does give a deep. So you can see too, I've already got some eyeliner on. Now today I'm going to go back over with an eyeliner pencil, but I also want to go in with gel eyeliner as well, because that gives a really nice defined line, but I will actually go over that. Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? And so I'm going to go get my eyeliner pencil and actually just do the rims of my eye, because you can see that instantly defines them. Now be careful when you're doing this step. Last thing you want to do is poke yourself in the eye, but you will. We all do it. Okay, so I'm gonna grab, where's my gel eyeliner, and my the eyeliner brush, which has got a spoolie on the end. It's my fave brush, and the black gel eyeliner. And so I've already got some eyeliner on there, and I'm happy with that because it's given a slight smudgy look already. So now I'm just gonna go in. So you can see that just gives a nice dramatic lift straight away. You just love when you can play like this with makeup. I do. Just love it. And I get to do it all the time because it's my job. Thing is with makeup too, it can be taught. So if you're sitting there thinking, well, I can't do that or whatever, you can do it. It can be taught. I could teach you the basics for you, and then you can just go from there. But it is reasonably easy once you know. So there we go. There's just some gel eyeliner. And now I'm going to go, I'm just letting that dry a little bit. Now you could, if you didn't want to let it dry, you could smudge that a bit, but I'm going to keep it because I like the shape. But I'm going to then go in with some black. But I am going to go underneath with the eyeliner pencil, because as I said before, cold pencil in the 1920s came in and they loved this sort of smoky ringed look. Now lining your whole eye with stuff can actually close your eye up. I have big eyes, so I can sort of do that. But if you don't go all the way. So don't go all the way in or all the way round. Just keep a little bit free. So. See, I'm just smudging that a little bit. So that's giving quite a dramatic look, which is cool. And now I'm just going to finish off with a touch of Onyx. So it's black, and it's you can see that right there. So it's quite dark. Be careful, I warn you. These Chromofusion eyeshadows are amazing. The color stay is fabulous. They don't really drop, so you don't get the fallout. But one thing I will say for them is you only need a little bit because they're full on. So I'm just going to use this brush, which is the smudger brush, and just tap it a little bit, and then go in here. So I'm just sort of wiping it along the gel eyeliner to blend that all in, but then doing in a sort of C shape along my thing to give that drama. Do you use dramatic eyeshadows? Let me know. I do love to do it, but you do have to practice. Everything's practice. Dramatic. So I just go back and forth until I feel like it's similar. Big fluffy brush to blend, because blending is key. Just keep playing. I'm really happy with that. So I just finish blending. Now I like to just check that and then go in with a little bit more of the light if I want to just highlight some areas. Like this one got a little bit on there. I want to just highlight up here. Gives a bit more of an arch when there isn't one there as well. And putting it down here just opens and brightens up the eye, especially when you've got a really dark sort of rest of the eye. You want to make sure that it looks open as much as possible. Alright, so I'm going to put mascara on. Now I already had some lash intensity on today with my lash primer underneath. I'm just going to go in with some more because it's fun. You could put fake eyelashes on, of course, but I've already got long eyelashes, so I'm just going to go in with these. Don't poke yourself in the eye. So in the 1920s, they actually had this cake mascara. So it was this little container, and you wet the brush and you tapped it in, and then put it over your lashes. It was all the rage. And that was also the time of the first lipstick in a tube. So, you know, it used to be very different before that. So you can put on as many of those as you like. Add the drama. I love this mascara though. You can see my lashes there. Woo! Okay. So, I'm just going to finish up my face now. I'm going to just put a little bit, I like how this is reasonably highlighted under here and all of that. I'm just going to add just a touch more, and because I got a little bit of black dropped on there. That was mascara. It was on my finger, put it on my hand. I mean, put it on my face. Okay, so to just fix that up just a little bit, I'm just going to grab my Perfecting Concealer in Deep Ivory. Now you could do Undereye Corrector as well, but the Perfecting Concealer is just a little bit lighter, so we'll just do this. Just give it and we'll just that just helps to get rid of any deep darkness under the eye, cover up anything if there's some droppage, but it also pushes up the eye to make it look just more bright, upbeat, gets rid of the bags, all of that. So there we go. Finish off, I'm going to put in a light dusting of powder and then some blush. Now you could put a range of different powders. You could use translucent powder, which was very much their era specific powder, because they didn't have coloured powders, and it helps with oil control and that as well. Or you can go for the mineral powders in colours. I'm going to go for Ivory 1 and Ivory 2 and Beige 2 in the mineral powder. So I'm using Ivory 2 across those bits that I want sort of slightly more highlighted. So it's a bit easy. And then Beige 1 for a slight contour. So in here. With defining cheekbones. And even though I've got a wig on, and this just gives okay. So finishing off with some blush. Now blush was really important in the 1920s. That was their thing, a circular blush. It made the face slightly rounder, and colours and bright was very in fashion. I'm going to use my Ripe Watermelon Duo, so it has pink and a highlighter. That gives just a brightness as well, and because I'm wearing red, you know, lipstick, it'll be a sort of bit of a mix. So keep it on the apples of your cheeks for this look. Normally you would elongate it a bit more. I'm going to do it a little bit. Now with this blush, it mixes with the highlighter, so you can go in there and put the highlighter on more or less, whatever. But there we go. And then I'm just going to grab Cherry Blossom, which is my sort of standard one, just to give it some depth, just at the front there. Why did I do my hair before? Oh, so I had the wig on, because I have to. It's hard to get it up into the wig. It's a lot of hair. So, and it gives you an idea of what it'll look like. So that is that. Now I'm going to just spray my face with makeup finishing spray, because it makes everything stay and look right. And then I'm going to do my lips. Now you could do your lips before the finishing spray. That also helps to keep them on for a while, but I'll probably do it again just because I can. So the colours I am going to use, I'm actually going to do, because the dress is a deep sort of red, I could go red, but I'm going to go a berry lip liner, then a red lipstick, then that just gives a nice deep colour. Then we're going to go Scarlet Red. It's my favourite red, so. And this is a gel semi-shine. So that just gives a really nice finish. Bit of that. Now, always a good idea too to blot here. Grab a tissue over the tissue. That also helps to make it last a little bit longer. So that is the red. I am going to finish off that with just a touch. Now this is no longer available actually, and it's sad. Hopefully they'll bring something back similar, but there's lots of different ones. You could use any kind of red, but this is a really bright red lip gloss. It's a bit melty today, but I'm just going to touch that right in the center just to create a real burst of color, so you can see. All right. So, this is my look for tonight, for the 1920s look. I will be putting a little headband on. I've got my dress. I'll put up a picture of the full finished look. But, yeah, it's a sort of smoky eye. We've got elongated eyebrows and a bit of colour in the cheeks. But it all just goes, they really loved bursts of colour and the kohl, because they discovered that, and that was exciting. So hopefully you enjoy this. Have a good Friday night, and I will see you very, very soon. If you've got any questions, let me know. I'd love to answer them. Tomorrow and Sunday I have a couple of pamper parties on, so if you'd like to attend those, let me know and you can book in the time. Because I'm celebrating still 14 years with Mary Kay. So if you would like to come along, try some makeup, try some pampering, I'd love to have you along. So let me know, and I'll see you soon. Bye.